Well, this sucks. Hi everybody, my name is Grumble Gamer 18 and welcome to a game called Love Sam, an indie horror on Steam for a very low price, considering how scary everyone says it is. I thought it was a joke at first when everyone was like, oh my god, this thing made me shit my pants. And I'm like, you sure? Certainly when you see something for $3, you think, you know, like Bigfoot Hunter, you know, something like that. But no, this game has gotten a lot of praise. So I thought I would check it out now that all my good series are done. I don't really have anything else to do, so it's time to get scared, I guess. You know? The game's about an hour and a half. Move. Move. Okay. Mold in the corner. So am I like a... Oh. A little book. Little book. That's some good clothes there. Oh. I don't like the idea that the shower like that is just dark in there. Okay there. You're gonna close like... Okay, everything just closes for me. That's nice. Nothing in there. That one's locked, eh? Suspicious. Oh. Okay. Pretty messy in here. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll just... Huh. Yeah, we'll just leave you be. Let's sit down. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know. Overdramatic much? Knowing Brian Calmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary's what's left of our relationship. 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? B left Rosen Peek the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep going. I wonder if it was the same for him too. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched in your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I will always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? Sounds like you. I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too little credit? So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Oh. am I kidding? It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but he won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. And don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. It used to be my favorite place, naturally, because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peek, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world. Brian Comer. 5-star. Okay. Creepy. She's creepy, man. I'm just gonna be honest. Things were so much easier back then. B could just go, hey, and I would just be like, hey. Nothing but hanging out after that with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. We had such a good thing going. Will you remember my voice? Say hey to me again? I clicked the wrong button, I think. Why is... Okay then. Did time already ruin our moments? I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. What I want to do and can do are two different things as always. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way though. I imagined him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. I wish I could... Oh... Okay. Okay. That's so creepy. Yeah, fuck you. Don't mess with me, man. That's creepy. So wait, I'm getting the feeling that I'm the guy and I've found this. You know what I mean? And that's worse than me being the girl right now. A lot worse. So much worse. That was a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam, confidence. But looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids already look at me like I'm candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peek, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempt to socialize with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you two hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone at least. Keeping a diary sure can keep things together and all this chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write you later, diary. My only true friend. Love, Sam. Oh, right. Yeah, I already saw that. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Yeah? B, remember the moment... What the okay. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it's as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of a relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Stranger, friend, special someone. Okay. Yeah. Life in Rosen Peek. Oh. I saw that change. Life in Rosen Peek was a jar filled with bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lasley's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lasley would always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your feelings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. Oh, stop. No. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Please don't knock on my fucking door. Please don't. I don't have to answer, do I? Look through the people. Don't turn around. Mom, help me. Oh, don't, Mamma Mia, Papa B. I'm about to diarrhea. I don't want to die. No. Stacy is a classic. She's the one who talked crap about my favorite vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of a cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. I'm Stacy, I'm pretty. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of my day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here at Rosen Peek. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even if she told me she understands my need to move out of the city, I really feel guilty leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get yourself together, if not for you, for Mom. I don't want to look at that page. My phone's dead. I'm... Hey. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob. But B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never, ever. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Please no! Where'd she go? Oh no. Oh fuck. What do I do? Where do I go? Don't make me go in the goddamn bathroom. Don't make me fucking do it. Oh my god. I don't want to do it. Don't make me fucking do it. Oh no. I don't know what to fucking do. Oh no. Is this all I can fucking do right now? My first Rosen Peek weekend. As the name of itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery horror genre. Lush forest, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those POI on my to-do list, which is already filled with a crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from choking on the pressure of that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of power of public transportation to get the more crowded part of town. Oh, God. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as when I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some sort of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded of how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I can keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plan, I'll just improvise in the morning. Write to you later. Love, Sam. He was always pushing his limits. Well, it's more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for star player. He was the best quarterback Wayrite could ask for. Seeing him running all sweaty on the field always triggered something tingly within me. Something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped relentlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache. A kind of good bad headache. A good kind of a bad headache. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. What? Oh no. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain, and let only the good things stay. Hi. Oh. Okay. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, Wayrite intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited the library today, and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in here. The place was too clean. Even the books showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lastly's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book, with her admiring her boyfriend's Kyle tattoo all day. I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, she's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth or working up some shenanigans with this jock buddy, Brian. Oh, Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. Oh, so this is when she falls in love with him. In the meantime, I should be more concerned about myself than being the well-being of the whole school. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes uttered. So turn around and sing for me. I'm okay. Hi. How you doing there, lady? Oh! Shit. Oh. Jesus Christ. What do I gotta do now? Seriously. What? The camera flash went off. Did I kill the girl? Visited the library again. A bit more people than before. Among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing Major Skank's boyfriend Bud wandering around in the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick up a book for Miss Lassley's assignment. I almost got too close to him, trying to see what he was gonna pick. Really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. A jock in a library? Now I've seen everything. Woe is me, I hate to admit, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. Jeez. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. I still don't... There was a flash of light over there. So I like the fact that it gives you a second chance. It didn't just like send me back to the start, because that would have sucked so much if it just was like try again. All the way at the beginning. Okay. Oh. It's on. Okay. So I am the guy. Okay. I miss him even when I'm with him. I see him even when he's not looking. So it took a picture under the bed. All the lights are on. Oh, hi. I don't know if I want to go that close to the bed. This is totally a bait. Wait, it's gone. Where'd it go? Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, I just phased through the door and that scared the shit out of me. Oh. I'm an idiot. Okay. It was Mr. Kane's 9th psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others could agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself. Blah blah. Wow, I really needed to re-evaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian Syep, him again, kinda, smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid Brian probably wanted an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain. Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. What? Would never lie to my friends. Never use others for my personal gain. Won't betray anyone close to me. Never act on impulse. Don't run away from my responsibilities. Oh. Oh. So even though I did know for a lot of them anyways, it changed the rest of them to know as well. I was just being honest. For her. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I come here from time to time to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled from the ambush. All I could remember him saying is, "How about Misery? Stephen King's works are good enough to get you started." 'Cause boys like any story with blood and bones, right? Oh God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, "See you later," at some point, and I said, "Yeah, see ya." Misery. Real nice, Sam. If Brian didn't know you were a weirdo, he does now. I mean, that's not a bad book, honestly. What I did for B. All of them. Because I loved him. Why couldn't he just understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. Did she kill people for him? I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. That's totally fine if no one gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it. And I think it's a good time to come back now, B. Let's go back to our small world, where I placed my heart at. Everywhere you loved. Let's go back. That's a map. I know where a few of those hearts are. I thought that was a heart. Got excited. I was like, sweet, found one. So I just... Or is it the only one? Shouldn't they be in obvious places? Nah, they wouldn't be that obvious. What do you think this is? An easy game? No easy games in this house. We don't have easy games. Oh, I wouldn't mind it. A little bit of help though. Please. Just went through the chair. Everywhere you loved. Oh. I will never hear that hey again. I will never know what's behind his door locked tight with smiles because I gave him my key and B didn't. Okay. I guess it's time to find out. Oh, okay. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere again. He said hey and started telling me how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give it would have been easier if you just said to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, we were passing Joe's Diner, home of the world-famous pancakes, says Brian. There was also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too. Unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs to restock. I found my own POI, a bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste a sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see a weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that that's his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Colton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted, but hyped beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when my whole day just feels like a dream? Okay. Broken memories, broken heart, broken neck, crack, crack, crack. Oh. I get it. I was supposed to finish this first. So, Colton Hill. Yeah, so I messed that up, so broke my neck. That was good. That had me there. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. Bee never shut up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like Bee's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. Kind of creepy. Just like a donut, it had an expiration date. It turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what I have to do. Yeah, I'm not messing this up. I'm not getting my neck cracked again. Come on. Put it in. No? You said you needed it warm. There you go. Oh. Okay. The golems just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo too if only Kyle wasn't an asshole of a douche. Oh, an assload of a douche. Never mind. That sounds probably better. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out, because it must be swollen huge. At least he leaves me alone other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at opposite ends, but maybe it's not that weird of a thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a really good idea now. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from drama. But when I look at Brian, when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to find what this feeling is, but for now, I'm gonna label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed. Just like the pictures I took today. Okay then. Yeah. We can do that for now. I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I wanted to call him just so we could chat. I was afraid of what Brian would think. It could even hurt his reputation. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say hello. That was as far as our late night phone call chit-chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the line. I remembered the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him. That red, fiery sensation. Red. Can I, Okay, so I can't finish it. Red. So fucking red. Red everywhere. Salmon Brian, Salmon Brian, Salmon Brian, SMB. Okay. Finish what you started. Oh. Is that it? What the fuck was that? Can I just say that that was a pretty good job right there? Oh my god. Oh, I can't do anymore. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not done. The hell? Okay. So what am I... Oh no, don't do it in here. Shit. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. That initial mess almost got me fucking killed. That could have been very bad. What was it? Oh no. Oh, come on. I'm not this good at fucking hearts. And you're gonna make me blind? Seriously? What am I wearing? Glasses? God damn it, so I have to do this quickly. Really? Fucking great. Do I have to do all of them again? Come on! I don't know how to draw. I admit it, I can't draw. I didn't make it out of preschool game. Oh, my whole life is a lie. Oh my god. I play musical instruments. I don't do fucking drawing with a fucking mouse, man. Wait a second. No. Don't fuck with me, man. I'm following your orders. I'm following. Are we gonna lose this game just because I can't fucking draw? Is that how this is gonna go down? Just because I can't draw a heart? That one was fine. So it lets me fuck up that one. Then it's kind of mean to me on this one. See? Oh man, I might actually fuck up this one. Are you telling me I can't start at my own point? Why? Open the door. Let me in. Let me out. You finish what I started. I'm bored. I'm bored to lose this. You don't know me. Fuck you! Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my ass. I can't do that. I can't do that one. Just because I can't draw, I'm paying the price. Are you fucking for real? I'm being harassed. I can't draw. Is that gonna be the joke of this fucking video? Grumble can't draw a fucking heart. That's the one thing that's got me stuck in this goddamn game. Is like, I can't draw a goddamn heart, okay? Oh my god! What did I do that time? I literally just started the line! Oh! Oh my! Fucking kill me. Just do it. Can I just get a pass? Like, seriously. Obviously not. I'm gonna have to draw this shit. Can I just get, like, a drawing tablet? Oh my god. I can't do this. Like, this one's no problem. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. This one? That was the worst heart I did out of all those attempts. And that one made it? Oh my god. Are you serious? Wait, where am I now? Oh god. Where am I? Meet me at Colton Hill. You know where to find me. Bye. Holy shit. Due date for Miss Lasley's book report is right around the corner and I'm still not finished. If only I wasn't too disturbed. Normally I wouldn't bother reading teen romance story, but for some reason I thought, hey, why not? Okay. The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on a childhood friend, Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him. So she starts making a list of all the basic girls who have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the book report with enough time for a revise. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I'm gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because helping Brian focuses on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school. It's safe to say I'm a part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing this for personal reasons, right? Ha ha ha. Wanted to read Brian like a book. Peep into his beautiful head. Yeah. Fill it with desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away, please don't look away. Do? What? Okay, so I can't flip the page. Alright, fuck it. I'll play it. I think we literally can't look away. No. Yeah, she's literally trying to pull us away from it. Why you want to pull us away? No! Fuck. I'll move my mouse over so that... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little lady. Okay. Okay. Can't see anything. Fuck that. Fucking hate that. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place on this Friday. Weird that she told me that this at the hallway herself. Sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room, but since this party was practically being held for Brian, I thought it would be sort of rude of me not to be there. He was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do was show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike up a conversation with Brian. And Omega hanging out with an Alpha? Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I'd mess up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Colton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have some peace with Brian, despite all the shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smiled as if their relationship with Brian meant as much more than the one I had with B. And yet, I was the only one that left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peek. B was so determined about leaving that being a superstar player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be a fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. He can't just shake up my... Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl 17 who was found dead at Colton Hill likely ended her own life, police says. Sam Holt, the transfer student of Wayride Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peek authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation of Miss Holt's death faced few challenges. However, interviews with school faculty members and its students led the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Colton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. It must have worked as the tipping point for her. The fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wayride Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of... Jesus. Oh man, everything's gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking any booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me, "You feeling okay?" No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute. His words, not mine, real quick. I was close to being the center of the party that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You've reached a new low in life. Shit. Is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout. Since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. Is he seriously going to take me to this Colton Hill hideout? Tomorrow, I'm going to the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peek, with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not a hangover. It's not dead. Who is it? That's not bad. Oh, what the hell? Is that Sam? She's gonna crawl up. Please don't crawl up. You know what? It's better than her crawling up at that point. Oh my god, Brian actually took me to Colton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town. The whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of the spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. Unsafe, wow. You could easily roll down the hill if you were careless or drunk and no one would find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with that wonderful moment didn't cause any accident though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peek was. And Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can't get fed up with views like this too. Or you can, sorry. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half as bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quick today, diary. Love, Sam. What the Brian's secret hideout, a closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. What are those bloody things? I wish it could be our special place, ours and ours only. Colton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peek and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Who in the chariot? Not even gonna question it. You don't deserve a face. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mangled. Mostly because my stupid Psycho. Okay. Hope you remember how to take a picture. I didn't get to read that one. Because it thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jelly-fueled sabotage rampage with every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without context. It's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. Breaks Jenny's heart, saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. Things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael. He's popular, has killer biceps, busy hanging out with people, can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college. What is on the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? Does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year, how it must have been so hard trying to find okay in front of everyone, how he's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can be hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left for Rosen Peek as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned in my own endless nightmare. Oh, that's creepy. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece, no matter how I try to. Oh God, I hear them again. Are you in a healthy relationship? One must take as much as one gives. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No one can have what you can't. B never loved you. All your problems are caused by you. Looks like your eyes are still closed. It's listening to your own voice only. Maybe keep listening, then maybe you'll understand something this time. I don't like it. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. And it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. I see more and more eyes staring at me through the gap. Wait, when the needles get there? Oh, cap, it's stuck. Oh, wait. What? Miss Lastly gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCD B pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABCB Zerk. Here's a slight taste of my early work. Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Call me Samespear, or is it Holtzbeer? I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. And guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth or uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch someone's been reading my diary. I've decided not to ignore this hunch. To not ignore this hunch. Yeah. When I ran out of places to run, I had one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. 2, 3, 4. Oh, what? Oh, come on. That was creepy. I indulge. Your gaze. Your smile. Last one's gotta be in the bathroom, right? Be my endless sun rays. My sunshine, my sunshine. Be happy, the skies are gray. I don't know. That must have been when I first got home. Maybe it's like a poem. Oh yeah, wait. That would make sense. Smile. Warm. Raise. Raise. Warm. Raise. No. Here, what if I try? Put that there. So smile. And then like warm. And then gaze. And then raise. No? Okay. And it's not a raise. Okay, I don't know. Smile. Oh, perfect. I couldn't remember remember it was like A, B, C, B. That's what it was, the poem. With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because the test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star. Maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you're a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to talk to know what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is friggin' Stacy Lanings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out a whole day. I'd be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend out for a drive, jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Who is it? Oh, hello. That's behind me. Hi. Okay. Hello? Hello? It's a loud hang-up sound. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night. My lifeless room, endless nightmare. Hello, what do you need? Yeah, is there a Seymour Butts here? They're looking for a Seymour Butts. Oh my god. Back we continue. Okay. Sorry, I know the camera's different. It's only been a few days. Am I already forgetting everything? God damn it. Okay. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, an endless nightmare. What the fuck? must be something in here I can do. Greenheart University. Oh, I can... Okay. Discover your potential with our early admission program. We are waiting for any hardworking and career-driven individuals. Apply now. But isn't that her? Right there? I only have this square. What do I don't know. There's gotta be something we're supposed to do here. What the fuck are you smiling at? Nothing. Nothing. I'm not smiling at anything. Am I not allowed to leave this area? Please let me leave. Oh, fuck. Okay. Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me. You can back the fuck off. I can move, but I'm blind. Oh, no. Am I getting warmer? No. Warmer. No. Warmer. No. Oh, there we go. I was just looking in the wrong place. This is for B. Don't pussy out. Push the shutter. What? Fucking trash. Oh. Oh, never mind. Oh, what's that? You are not. Nothing, sorry. But trash. You don't belong here? Oh, you belong here. Is there anything in there though? Wait, what's that? There's something in there. Spray can. Got it. Eat that. Dicks. Okay, so what's in there? Hey, that was my letter. What the fuck? Everything's telling me not to walk over to this girl, but... God damn it. Did I lose? Jesus Christ. How do I do it then? This one's a lot more like scary than the rain one. What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. Okay. Wait, did I? Okay. No. Oh, we're so close. What the fuck? How do you beat this thing? I totally covered that one though. I don't... Okay, fine. We're gonna do this again. We're just gonna not give a fuck about order. Okay. Oh, that was close. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Give me my damn note. There was this consulting session for Greenheart University student programs. They called it GUSP. Lol, what the fuck? At the gym today. And I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early decision program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead, I ran from my room and jumped to my bed. And out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls too. Whoever drew them must be very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls too. Seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. but I thought of staying here at Rosen Peek. But with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain's creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. Jeez. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for. Not even a false hope to look forward to this time. You can flip the page again. A long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star. I was still his friend. When you live in Rosen Peek, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it can ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed and my whole world burned. I kept telling myself, maybe after graduation I'll be able to express my feelings for him. I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and body. I called myself a coward, but I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Her. Poor? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim of all this? Who is here to judge me anyway? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like someone's always watching me? Like someone's always trying to judge me? How did the invite go? Is she in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Oh no. I'm not him. Am I? Oh shit, is that needles all over the floor? Or pencils? I know I used half of this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. It wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done with doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted towards me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Brian's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short, asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is something I've dreamed of, but that doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell is going on? It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives, what little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That was all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else, even to B. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with at that moment. A change was happening and I didn't like it at all. Stacy didn't like it either. And she could never stand letting an easy social prey slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted and childish gang. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. Bummer, Was hoping to do nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got an idea. How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? This isn't sounding too good. Sounds fun. But how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary once in a while. Oh. We can move. Oh no. Here I thought it was like loading up or something. We eat hammers for breakfast and drink their tears to wash them down. Go golems! Oh no, we're going towards the library. Holy shit! Die alone forever here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. The diary had no special meaning to me. Not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and now he's hanging out with an outsider? That moment, I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something, so I gave Stacy an idea. It's going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Only then she would know her place. Could have been so simple if only B didn't get in the way. I'm so confused. Is this the same girl, and then this is a new girl, and she's trying to fuck up this new girl now? This is messed. I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened up my locker and something poured out. A few seconds my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures, then at me, then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him. But the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have something to do with this. I looked for her, but when she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Brian's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. Jeez. That's rough. Kept saying nothing was going on between them, but I wasn't about to believe everything was just rainbows and butterflies. Ugh. My eyes, Sam was using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. Who's talking to me right now? Like, she wanted drama. She didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't get to barge in and start stealing the life of I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about their little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school. and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could B do this to us? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I saw that eye. That was not the best. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote on her diary. Blech. At the same time, I felt something. A reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Oh, God. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it. Please, babe. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. I see. I'm so tired. Jesus Christ. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking hearts spelled S and B. And what? Just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with them are Sam or Brian? And guess what? Even crazier words are on the streets. Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. I can't believe I have to go through this again, so far from home, and so soon. Brian, please. Please say something. This is so fucked up. So now we're finding out that this book is a different girl than the papers. And it's making so much more sense. Because I was trying to figure out why, like, it was 2 different times or something, but, like, I don't know. Then I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. Started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was fill in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Man, I still can't believe I go to school with a celebrity. That Sam girl's got some balls showing up to class when everyone's talking about her pervy dad. Respect. Oh no. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and leaves them hidden in her locker. Oh. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled up on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold when it happened. It was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then, Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. died, coward. I totally would have died if I didn't hide in here. I don't know what to do. Oh man. I don't know what to do. Jesus Christ. Damn it. So I can't just sit in the closet, obviously. Fuck off. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? That you've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of the fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part with you drawing those retarded hearts all over the school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at the college poster. What, did you like the girl in the poster too? Is that why you tore her face off? You need help. And don't bother calling me. Stacy. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, Pete, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. So what do I do? The note that we got from Brian. It wasn't from Brian, was it? It was from this girl. It's fucked up. Hello there. Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you. What am I doing? What? How do we fight? Hopefully we got this now. So like they both start advancing. They both start advancing to you, but you have to make sure to not let them both make it to you. It's a tough. Still not enough. Oh god. Okay. One more time. Hopefully we can do this. Okay, there we go. What are you doing? Are you going to stay away from me? No. Shit. No. The note. It's in her bag. Must get rid of it. I need a stick. So wait. Was Kyle with Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads once again? Mr. Brian after me. Brian's been acting weird. Please say something. Holy shit. I was just in the closet. Okay, this is the last bit, I think. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her. Or maybe I did. Did I? But does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left the town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of Rosen Peek since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't really want to. But every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters all over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of the impending doom. They were all saying, "Ha, see? You're gonna die alone here." Maybe I knew that Bea took an interest in Sam because she was just a clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who was nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Even after he left me, anger stayed, and it devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles into my body so I can forget my past for a few fucking minutes? It's just likely that story... like that story Miss Lastly once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on Earth heard a knock at the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door. I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in, no one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. Let's just wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what is waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself about how I'm the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. Will it keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? Fuck it. I'm not giving up the only thing that's left for me. Nothing's my fault. I can't move. We cannot move. Oh shit. Where am I going? Oh no. Jesus Christ. It will never end. A game by Seiyun Choi. Thanks to my friends at the KLL for their support. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. Blender, Krita. Well, thank you guys for watching Love Sam. My name is Grumble Gamer 18. That was a good game. It actually, you know, messed with me. You know, it's a scary game. You know, I like it. For $3, that's a really good ass game. I recommend it. I'm gonna put the link below. God, that was actually really good. Damn. This was definitely way longer than I expected it to be. Holy damn. But yeah. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any suggestions below. And yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
You need to grab hold of the sword that's in here, in your soul. You have one, don't you?
What? You don't make any sense.
How much clearer do you need me to make it for you? You grab the sword that's in your soul. Okay, now do it. Do it!